The story of Ruth and Boaz. During a time of famine in Israel, a man named Elimelech left Bethlehem with his wife, Naomi, and their 2 sons to live in Moab. There, Naomi's sons married Moabite women, Ruth and Orpah. Sadly, tragedy struck. Elimelech died, and later both sons died too, leaving Naomi and her daughters-in-law widowed and broken-hearted. Hearing that God had restored food to Israel, Naomi decided to return home. She urged Ruth and Orpah to stay behind and start new lives. Orpah tearfully agreed, but Ruth refused to leave Naomi. With deep loyalty and faith, Ruth said, "Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God my God." Ruth 1:16. Together, they returned to Bethlehem as poor widows. To survive, Ruth went to glean in the fields, picking up leftover grain after the harvesters, a provision God made for the poor. She happened to work in the field of Boaz, a wealthy and kind man who was a relative of Naomi's late husband. Boaz noticed Ruth's humility and faithfulness. When he learned how she had cared for Naomi and trusted the God of Israel, he showed her great kindness, protecting her, providing extra grain, and speaking blessings over her life. Naomi later realized that Boaz was a kinsman redeemer, a close relative, who could legally redeem their family line. Following Naomi's guidance, Ruth approached Boaz with humility, asking him to fulfill this role. Boaz gladly agreed, praising Ruth's noble character. After settling matters lawfully, Boaz married Ruth, restoring Naomi's family and security. Ruth and Boaz had a son named Obed, who became the grandfather of King David, and through David's line came Jesus Christ. What began as loss and bitterness turned into redemption, legacy, and blessing. There's key lessons from Ruth and Boaz. Loyalty matters. God honors faithfulness. God redeems broken stories. Nothing is wasted. Kindness opens doors. Boaz's obedience changed generations. Outsiders are welcome in God's plan. Ruth, a Moabite, became part of God's lineage.